I'm Jess.
And I'm Kels.
And this is The Lover's Guide.
It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. Speed it, hit it.
Am I going?
We just gonna hop right in. Look, we did this about 10 times.
We
just gonna hop into this video because clearly that's what we need to do.
That's what we need to do.
That's what we need to do.
This video is about twin flames and soulmates.
Bam. Period.
You might have seen this term here and there if you're into the spiritual community, or you might have heard it around if not.
Yeah, so we, and that's what this is about basically. The start of, Lover's Guidance. It's something we've been doing, but basically like Joe just said, expressing and conveying and communicating our unique perspective of spiritual shit. So this video is about twin flames and soulmates and what we feel the terms mean to us.
Facto.
So here it is.
Jumping right into it, what is a twin flame? There's a lot of videos on YouTube and you can go and search and you'll see a different perspectives and whatnot. My perspective, because I look at everything from the source. So when I look at the word in general, when I see twin, you gotta think of it like a twin. That's someone that has that looks the same as you, or they have like same characteristics, maybe features, and they're a duplicate, but you guys aren't exactly the same, right? Then you look at the word flame. Now what is flame? Flame is fire, flame is transformation,
Passion.
flame is passion. The biggest thing when you think of fire in general, you think of it burning through something. You think of it transforming paper to dust, ash. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at a twin flame, and I look at that word, a twin flame is someone who
May share the same passion.
you might share the same passion. You guys may be here to transform the same situations. That could be your surroundings around you, how you view life in general. You might
it may be certain cycles.
Yes.
That you share.
Right.
That you have to, like Kels had mentioned, like just transformation. In a nutshell, transformation, whatever needs to be transformed.
Right. And so you guys are here because you have similar characteristics that you gotta transform. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel a twin flame is. Like similar circumstances and situation. Characteristics might not have been the best word, but similar circumstances and situations that you have to transform throughout your journey. Which
brings me into my take on the twin flame person, if you will. So basically, I look at it as a journey, and it's not too different from what Kel said. In fact, I agree with what he said. Like I said, I look at it more so as a journey, a self journey. When you go out on a journey, I mean, you can go with other people, but it's a self journey. At the end of the day, if you die, you die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The other person may not die, or whatever the case may be. But anyway,
right.
So I look at it as a journey, and a self journey in the sense of getting back to your true self. Because there's a lot of distractions in the world, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of things going on around us basically. So that's the journey, getting back to your true self, your source, your soul, who you are. So along that journey, you're gonna meet people. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna meet different people, you're gonna have different experiences, and that's what it's gonna be.
I'll take up like
I had what I wanted to say, but I just lost my train of thought.
I'll pick up because, like you said, it is a journey, right? And so on that journey, you meet different people And a lot of those people might not have the same passion as you, or might not have the same mission as you. And that mission, usually when we talk about fire is something you have to even, like, you gotta light it for it to come out, or you gotta strike it for it to come out. So that's, when we talk about fire, that's internal. So you don't really know someone's internal world until you get to know them for real, right? So when you talk about a twin flame, you guys come together. You might not know each other off jump, but overall, you start finding out, oh, okay, we are on this journey together because we share similar circumstances and situations that we have to transform.
Interest.
Whether that's a mindset, whether that's, like you said, interest, whether that's a mindset, whether that's emotions that don't serve you, whether that's what else can be, like thought forms, anything.
Cycles,
so
they all tie into each other.
Right. So you see this person, like, man, like this person, like, it's like y'all together, because it's like when y'all get together and y'all do it together, y'all fire burn even brighter. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like a twin flame is.
It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy, really getting to know who you are, especially when we're brought up in programs and we're kind of told to be this way, or we got to be that way, and then, you're like, if you're like me, you wake up one day, you realize this is not me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't fit into this, so it's a self-love journey. And one of the biggest things I feel like, as far as like what I've noticed, is that people kind of get lost into the romantic side of it, or whatever. You may have heard other people talk about this as well. It's not about like the romantic shit, really. Like, that's nice, but essentially, I feel like people get lost in that because, with so much passion and fire and intense feelings and emotions, a lot comes of that, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you don't want to get lost in that, so you have to, you have to understand when something is not serving you, and you have to detach from it. So I feel like a lot of people, like, they think twin flame, they're like, oh, this is my person, and it's supposed to be like this, and not even realizing, like, no,
right.
Like, this isn't serving.
Right, and I was gonna get there too, but I wanted to bring up soulmate before we dove really deep in. So, what do you think about soulmate? What is a soulmate to you?
A soulmate, I feel like, is someone who you connect with, like, you feel a deeper connection with, a soul connection with, it really is like, a lot of the stuff is really unexplainable. It's things you feel. Right. Like, I can't tell you that, oh no, this isn't your twin flame, or this isn't your soulmate. You will have to decide that, for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately. But anyway, so a soulmate is someone that probably feels very familiar, like, deep to you. But it could be like for a moment, you know what I'm saying? It could be, like you mentioned before, it can be for a moment. It can be, you don't know. It's someone that resonates within your space, you know, that you have you click with,
Yeah, so because I think when I think of soul, I think of something that's vibrating. So I think whatever vibration you're on, and that you choose to go in, whichever person comes around and is on that vibe, and they want to go on that journey with you, I think that's a soulmate. You know what I'm saying? I think that's simply said, for a soulmate.
Yeah, anybody can be a soulmate. Your favorite cousin, a lot of people, like their family members, are soulmates. I mean, you're born into a certain family, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
in a past life, you have to have been vibrating on that
Right.
frequency.
I think we have multiple soulmates.
Yeah.
Like I think we have a lot of soulmates. But to be, I think so. So in that sense, I do think twin flame is a little bit more rare when you think of the word, and how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? Because just as far as like the connection and like
Just
transforming things.
That's what I was just
like,
about
you know
to
what I'm
say.
saying? So like I think Beyonce and Jay-Z might be twin flames just because they came together to transform the way like love looked. You know what I'm saying? Or Drake and 40. You know what I'm saying? I think they could be twin flames because they have the same passion. They have the same. They transformed the whole music game. But the main thing that we wanted to discuss is like pretty much like she was saying earlier, like how not to get lost in it, because it's not all about, you know what I'm saying, being romantic.
Yeah, and it's not about going out to find. It's not about going out to find that person, and that's like another reason why I brought up like the self journey thing, because we're all on our own journey. So I feel like when you do what you need for yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you get that fulfillment from yourself, you're already undertaking this twin flame journey. You're trying to find the match within you.
Right.
You're trying to, because if it's about passion, fire, and transformation, that starts within. You have to transform you.
Right.
And find your passion and your motivation. That's what twin flame is to me. It's a journey to finding your true self. So I feel like, once you partake on this journey, you're gonna start experiencing that over and over and over and over again. So at the end of the day, it's really not even about a person. You know what I'm saying? It's about allowing yourself to experience the fullness of who you are.
So what Shorty's saying is, you want to be a single flame before you be a twin flame. No, but
what I'm saying is, we are single flames.
We are single
we
flames.
Are single flames.
Everyone is a single flame.
Yeah.
Everyone is a single flame.
And then
when you ignite that fire, within yourself, you know what I'm saying?
That's the twin flame journey.
That's the twin flame journey.
You are now on the twin flame journey.
Yeah.
So your experiences, the people you meet, you know what I'm saying?
You'll know when someone you'll know.
It's for you or not for you.
Don't look. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't sit and look. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit and
or blame, the people who you meet along your journey and blame them for, well, this isn't my person, so da-da-da. No, and that was another thing I was saying, the people who you meet, I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? The people who you partake in relationships with and things of that sort, they're a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you've heard this before, but personally, I'm always looking to learn, from my surroundings, because I understand that it's a reflection of me, so if it's something that's that I feel isn't right, that's reflecting back to me. That means just there's something that, you gotta switch up. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you gotta change. It has nothing to do with the other person.
Facts. Yeah, because you might, and I like, the reason why I like what she's saying is because you might be with your twin flame already, but y'all might not have ignited y'all inner fire yet. So y'all could be barely lit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might have saw the spark in each other, but until someone takes initiative to light their own flame and say, okay, I gotta do this for me, whatever, that person you're with could be your twin flame, and you'll start seeing that. Or, you know what I'm saying, who knows what happened, but at the end of the day, like she said, I don't think you should blame the person you're with, you know what I'm saying, if you don't feel like it, you know what I'm saying, because if you don't feel like this person is your twin flame, I don't feel like you should hold
it's
that person accountable, that, for how you feel. You should be the one that's you know, doing that. And this person doesn't have to be a lover. Like this person doesn't have to be a romantic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, take that into account too.
It can be the same sex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be your best friend who you've known since second grade or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even have to be like an opposite sex, like oh it's just boy and girl. It can be girl and girl, boy and boy. You know, what it's about is the transformation. And what I am here to tell you though, your life will transform.
Yeah.
Like
in ways you don't think, in ways you don't think they could. Like don't hold no false pretenses over your head. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people have misconceptions about what the spiritual journey is in general. But when you get to this, like, don't think like it's supposed to happen a certain pace, then it's supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Or a certain way.
Yeah,
you know
a
what I'm
certain
saying?
way.
It may not. It's a lot of people who find their twin flames and don't even end up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it can just, you just gotta not be attached.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do think the real twin flame journey is to come into union. You will hear a lot of people say that. They say some might not be ready or whatever, but I think the real journey is to come together to transform you guys' lifeline that you're in the events that you're going through. I do
I
feel
agree.
like at the end of the day.
yeah, because for me what that represents is, okay, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all both get it.
Right.
You know, and work is being done and understanding is happening and the right changes are happening for the better.
Right.
So I feel like that brings you, just like you get closer to yourself, that brings you closer and closer to someone who shares that same fire, ultimately. Now going back to soulmate, like we said, I mean, I feel like it's really, for me, it's really not too much to say about that. I don't think, because like you said, like we can have multiple soulmates. You know, I feel like I do believe in past lives, so it may have been an energy and vibration in a past life that is playing out through a person, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? In a particular way in this life. You know, it may be a place that's the soulmate. You know,
soul.
You may feel really connected to, you know, certain, because like you said, it's about vibration.
Yeah, it's about vibration.
You know?
Wherever you vibrate, you might say fuck that vibration the next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And
know?
so then, when you vibrate in that space, you'll attract more people in that space, and that might be a soulmate.
Yeah, because it could be something that you may have to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I don't really look at things as good or bad. I just look at it as it is what it is. You know, if it worked for you, okay. If it don't work for you, then you need to switch some shit up. But you know, like just going back to what you were saying, it may come and then you may be over it the next day because you realize, okay, this is not serving me. You know, same thing with the twin flame. If you, let's say you think you met your twin flame, but you like, this shit, you know, not working for me right now with whatever I got going on, you may have to separate because like we brought up before, it's transformation, so destruction happens.
Yeah, destruction can happen
really fast.
Really fast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it deals with like even the planet Mars too. You know what I'm saying? Because Mars is passion, so that's part of it. Like in all the fire signs but you don't have to be a fire sign to have a twin flame. Don't get lost in that. But anyway,
it's not just everyone has their own way of fire.
Everybody has their own way of fire, and like I said, how fire plays out is just you expressing your internal realm, basically. So, with that being said, we've made this for the spiritual community, for people to not get lost in the word twin flame. But if you do want to, you know, use the word twin flame, this is our personal perspective on it. At the end of the day, it's not like me and Jess sit around thinking like we twin flames. Oh, this is so cool. No, we just like, because ultimately that's something that somebody else made up. We just a relationship, like we vibe together And it took us to the point of identifying what this is. And we like, okay, we get it, you know what I'm saying? We get it in our own way, but like we do the real spiritual work, which has led us to kind of give us our own perspective on this.
You know, at the end of the day, I feel like we're both very deep and spiritual people, and I've always been very spiritual. Kel has always been spiritual. You know, that's what we learned about each other. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's always like really deep, intense self-work going on, like all the time. You know, so we came across the term, you know, and people gave their perspectives and such on it, you know, and that's why I'm like, it's a self thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't die with your twin flame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And people live on. Other people live on. You know, so it's just like, it's a self thing.
It's a self thing. It's a self thing. So
yeah, so, and that's pretty much how I look at it.
don't get lost in the word. You know what I'm saying? Don't get lost in the word. Just do your own self work. Light your own flame. You know what I'm saying? We told y'all what flame is. Passion,
And understand what the work is. That may be another video, but I'm not talking about motherfucking you get up and do yoga every day. Like, no, that's not. I'm not saying don't do that. You know,
Right.
I do yoga.
Right.
You know, but that's not real. I'm sorry, that's not real work to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It, like I said, it can be used to like help you along the way, like anything can. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
the
about
deep spiritual work
yeah.
I'm talking about, you damn near can't see.
Yeah, and you can't fake it either. It's like real deep transformational work. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say, blood, sweat, and tears, and it's real work, man. I can't sugarcoat it and make it seem like it's like cotton candy. No, but it's real work.
It's real
you know what I'm
work,
saying?
like,
So,
and we only speaking from like personal experience.
Yeah.
You know, like literally blood, sweat, and tears.
So this has been our video on Twin Flame, soulmates. I hope that everyone in the spiritual community and those that want to get into the spiritual community have a clear perspective on this. We are the Lover's Guidance. It's been a good one. We out.
It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. Speeding, hitting tempos, breezing through the wind slow. Put the wax on the bed.